Hi friends, welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. If you're new here, welcome. Today we are going to do a flip through of quarter 3 in my Plum Paper Vertical Priorities Planner, my makselife companion notebook, and a little bit of my Hobonichi. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Hobonichi since there's not very much to show in here. This right here I use to keep track of my books and to do a little bit of journaling. I had hoped to do a little more journaling this time of year, all of the trips that I was taking, but here is my July. As you can see, I used the Monsters Co. annual florals set for 2024 for all of these months. I do also have I think that this is for the weeks. I think they sent me the wrong one, but it ended up working anyways since it's all a grid pattern anyways. Move this out of the way so that you don't have that big bright light. Just using it the way it came and didn't worry about a replacement since she's all the way in Canada and I'm in LA, so it doesn't really seem right to have them send me a new one. Anyways, so this was my trip in Europe. I wrote the places that I was and the books that I read throughout the year. Let's see, was there any 5-star books here? But there was a whole bunch of 4s. I think that my favorite one for this month was Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. That one was funny. You should read it. It was hilarious. It kept me laughing the whole time. And then for August, the month of they look like poppies, but I'm not sure that they are supposed to be poppies in August. Maybe this type of poppy is an August poppy. I was just finishing up some series that I already had. There was no real standouts this month, but I enjoyed reading nonetheless, of course. And then for September, I still have some stickers left. Had a 5-star book, The Wishing Game. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. It's surprising. It made you feel all the feels. It was really a great book. Watching The Great and Outer Banks. We're still watching Outer Banks. Outer Banks has a lot of seasons, and I think they just dropped another one. But we were in the mood for watching time shows, and this one was about teenagers who are also treasure hunters. It was an interesting story. I think it's on Netflix, but I'm not positive. It could be Hulu. And I'm listening to Pep Talks from Kendra Adachi. This was a preemptive from purchasing her book, The Plan, that I am starting next week in my October layout. I haven't done it yet. And let me see if there's any monthly spreads in here. June, I had surgery. As you can see, my handwriting is all really not good. And then I took a few months off for writing. And then I did start again when I did my travel journal. I used some stickers that I grabbed from Calibri. I think it's called Calibri Charms. I'm not sure what it's called right now, but I will put it down below. It has like the little clogs and the cheese, because when we were in Netherlands, we did that as our first day on the tour. We went down the Rhine River. We had a yummy pretzel, and we got to see where the steins are made. We went to Italy, and we walked past the boats. We didn't go on the boats, but after the Rhine River, we went into Austria, then to Venice, and we did see something similar to this. It was in a different part. It was in Verona, where Romeo and Juliet is set. Obviously, my handwriting is terrible, but after that, we went to Innsbruck and Lucerne. And Innsbruck was like one of my favorite places because it was just a beautiful location. And then we went to Interlaken after that, to Beaune, France, Paris, France. Hung out in Paris for a really long time. Went to Belgium and then back to France. And we went to Disneyland Paris and headed home. And I tried to keep writing, but I did not keep up with it. That was the last entry. So this journal was a bust for me, but at least I have my books and a couple of my travel notes in it. So that worked out for the best. I'm not sure this will be in my lineup for next year. This is the Vertical Priorities Planner in neutral from Plum Paper. I'm not sure what this cover is called. It's a couple of years old, but I think that they probably still have it. I keep mine on a discbound system. These discs are just cheapy ones I bought on Amazon, but they work just fine for what I need. I have July, August, and September here. I've been keeping it on a monthly schedule because I've been using the quarterly companion notebooks, so it kind of helps me to just stay focused on one quarter and not get overwhelmed by the whole year and one fell swoop. So we're starting up with July. This spread here was from KrissyAnneDesigns Celebrations Collection. I did purchase the Celebrations Collection in January, so a lot of the stickers that you'll see throughout are from the Celebrations Collection. I did try to use all of my stash this year. That was my goal. So last year I also had bought a advent calendar from Hand Plan, so there's several stickers of that in here too. I just love her silly puns. They're so much fun. And the Steve in the summertime with like the sandcastle, so cute. This is the month at a glance. I always keep mine as a Monday start. I love that Plum offers it so that you don't really have to ever use the days and redate things. But if I had any other planner, I would have to, because all the other ones start with a Sunday. If you guys know of any other planner companies that have a Monday start, please let me know. I am on a hunt. But I do love my Plum paper. And then this is the main spread. As you can see, I did not do any habits because we were in Europe this week. This was just some of my highlights of my trip. Again, my handwriting was terrible, but I was just trying to make sure that it was all part of the main plan. So this is Sticker Guru. I absolutely love their stickers. They're such high quality. You do have a permanent pen to write on them because of their shininess. So I always use my Sakura Microperm. Everything else on this page was from the kit except for these over here, which you'll see throughout. They are from Orange Umbrella Co. and the Gen Plans font. And this is how my handwriting looks when I take time. Sometimes. It hasn't been that way in a while, I don't think. I don't know what's going on. I've been overwhelmed. This kit here is from the Live Love Posh summer, probably. It was just one of the sets in the book. I pulled some leftovers from a previous Nicole Alexia Designs kit, and I believe that these were from a freebie from Nicole Alexia Designs. And I think that that is it. These were part of a different kit. I think that I just used whatever was in my leftovers bin for most of this. This was a fun spread. Like this week was all catch up, and this week was just a little bit more slow because I was trying to get back on track with the normal schedule. Then we have this kit here, Caribbean Dream from Sticker Guru. Again, I absolutely love their stickers. This was our Twilight Camp reunion. It was one night only that myself and another leader were putting on because they opted not to do our annual camp for this year. But the good news is that they decided to do it again next year. It was a lot of work just for one day, so I am very grateful for the people that offered to do it, so I did not have to do it again. We did our book club this week was Wayward, and that was a really good story. It was a story that kind of traversed timelines and had some witchiness in it. It was interesting. Then good reminder for everyone, take care of you. And that is the end of this month. Then we move on to August. This is another KrissyAnneDesigns Celebrations. Actually, this is from the 13 Years of CAD book. She did a I'd Rather Be Planning theme, and these stickers have like a raised UV on them. It's very cool. I love, there's like little office supplies on here in this clear coating. It's so cute. Definitely makes it more special. I kind of jerry-rigged a monthly plan with the thick washi from this planner, and then I used all of the wacky holidays for the month And the cute little Steves, of course. It says jamming on my planner. And then again, this was National Planner Day. So I used the KrissyAnneDesigns National Planner Day stickers from the Celebrations collection. This is also a script from her. Everything in here is from them. I also pulled Days of the Week, which is another KrissyAnneDesigns sticker sheet. And I think that that's it. Obviously, this was my deadline week. And then we did our troop meeting for digital games. And voila. This week was an in-between week. I did take back my schedule a little bit, so some of these will be seen for the very first time through this flip through, because I leaned more on the monthly planning and setup rather than showing every single week's plans. And so this will be the first time that you've seen many of these things. This washi here is from Coffee Monsters Co. along with this vinyl and all of these little emojis everywhere. I did use Kate planes for this one because my husband was on a trip this week. And the boxes here are leftovers from a Nicole Alexia Designs kit from the past. I did not do any meal planning. I'm kind of falling apart with the meal planning at this point, and it was showing. My refrigerator was empty most of the time. We rarely had a plan for dinners. It was definitely hard. I'm definitely got excited to get back into my routine of meal planning, prepping freezer meals, and all of the like. This kit here is from Cricut Paper Co. It was from their advent calendar. It came with the washi strips and the weekend banner and all of these other things. The stickers here are from Handkin Plan. They were wacky holidays to go along with the advent calendar. But everything else here was from Cricut Paper Co. I really liked it. It was like a fun rainbow kit that brought a little brightness after kind of dull weeks mixed in. And then this was a fun kit. This is from Nicole Alexia Designs. It was the 100 Acre kit. It was, I believe, Christopher Robin's birthday was this day, so I decided to use it during this month. And I just wanted something fun because I was kind of in a slump for a bit and kind of playing catch up. So this one was fun and frivolous and made me feel excited. This was Heart of the West week and back to school night. School actually started, I think, this week. Yes. This is the first day of Violet's 5th grade class, and then we jump back into school. I was actually surprised back to school night happened so fast after. My other school didn't do that, but it was a nice little surprise. This is where we read the Vera Wong book that I mentioned early. I also went to an author chat with the author of Remarkable Creatures, and she got to explain a little bit about her concept behind the voice of the octopus, and it was really an interesting conversation. We went our geocaching adventure with Girl Scouts. This kit here is from Cactus Paper Co. It's quite an old kit, but I thought it was beautiful, so I wanted to use it. This is my brother's birthday, and he passed a few years back, so I baked him a cake that day. That is it for August. Here we are in September. This kit here is from Handkin Plan. These quotes are from Keleva Plan's Rainbow Quotes book. They have all of the colors of the rainbow along with a black and white version of every single page. This kit here is from the Advent Calendar. This one has flowers and strawberries as the main thing. It was kind of an end of summer kit, I felt, with the colors, so it was perfect for this time of year. I did use the KrissyAnneDesigns holidays here because there were so many of those, and I just wanted to remember to keep an eye on the fun. These stickers here were also part of the plan kit. This September is from KrissyAnneDesigns page, and this is where I go on my conference. Super fun. And this was my deadline week. We had our meeting. I really loved the deco and the journaling kits in this. It really made it a beautiful spread, something pretty to look at. You can see I started to get better at my meal planning at this point. This is the Lincoln Park logo, my little drawing of it because they came back that day. So that was a fun little exciting moment. This kit here is a mixture of, I think, a couple of kits in the Cactus Paper Co. set. I believe it was fall pictures. I'm not sure. It was just like a bookish kit, like with library cards and reading and a bunch of different things. I had used it in, I think, the last quarter. I'll make sure to have everything linked down below. But I just loved all the deco and the photos. I did use it in my makselife companion as well. And this was when I read The Wishing Game, my 5-star book, so that was really fun. And Jeremy went fishing this day, and they caught over 100 fish. You're only allowed to keep, I think, 10 per person, so they only kept the biggest ones, but they were very excited about their haul that day. Then we had another geocaching one because we split it into 2 meetings, and I believe that that's it. There was bingo night at Violet's school. That was a lot of fun. Et voila, here we have apple picking. This was a really fun day. We went apple picking at the apple farm in Oak Glen, and we had yummy treats and animals and pulled apples from trees. Then we did a fall baking day with all of those apples. I think we had like 36 pounds of apples that we processed. It was a lot. We tried a whole bunch of things. We tried some in the Instant Pot. We tried some in the slow cooker. We liked the texture of the ones in the slow cooker better, so we ended up mixing them together so that they had a little bit of both. It was an experience, but it was a lot of fun. And I love this kit from Hand Can Plan. I believe it's called Apple Picking. I did use it here in my makselife companion notebook as well. Just a little bit more of the plaid and such. This was a lot of fun. This was a great week. I'm glad that the kit reflected how much fun we had, so it's a great memory. As you can see, my menu disappeared again. I'm sure that I made it. I just didn't write it in here. And this was kind of a mishmash kit. This was the last week I had the APDM conference here, so I believe I set this up like over here. It was really early. This is a KrissyAnneDesigns quotes book quote, and the rest of this kit is from Orange Umbrella Co. This was, I believe, a daily kit that I just kind of tore up and made it work. It was a bunch of washi and some date headers, but I made it work. It's fine. It worked out fine. These, I was surprised, were wide enough for this kit, as most things don't fit. So I'm wondering where these came from. I believe that they must have been part of the daily kit, but I was surprised that they fit so well. But that is it for this. We did have a great time at the APDM conference. APDM is a purpose-driven mom, and I had joined the club way back in 2020, right after the world shut down, and Kara had her annual summit, and I received a Facebook ad for it or something. So I went, and then I really connected to her content and joined her club and have been there ever since. And it was really, really nice to be able to see faces in person that I had not encountered one-on-one before. And I felt like I already knew everybody because we've been in the club for 4 years together. So it was a really great experience, and I had a wonderful time. I wrote, APDM is the best group of women, so much encouragement. That was my little note for that. And that is it for my plum paper. Real quick, I'm going to go through my makselife companion notebook and show you the monthlies. This is a kit from Orange Umbrella Co. I believe it was a pool day kit, and nope, it was a rainy day kit. And I used it in July because they look like pool umbrellas. And I just kind of together my social media calendar here and then did my goals. I hit my 2nd anniversary for the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and brought me to this day where I have hit 2 years as a channel holder. That's such a wonderful accomplishment. I put that I was in Europe, but I did not write anything here because I had already wrote in my Hobonichi, as you saw. I did not reflect at all for most of the time. I did reflect on the month though, so that was good. And then I laid out this month. This is, I think it was for just an A5. I did have to do some sticker surgery because it was a Sunday start. You can totally tell, but this was just my main page. Then we did our monthly goals. We were enjoying the last bit of summer fun. I am, again, playing catch up this week. A whole lot of incomplete reflections. This week I did reflection. This was the week with the Pooh Bear set up, and look, I did meal prep. That's when things started to turn around. It really does say something having meals ready to go. And then of course September I did the apple picking kit here too because it was just so cute and I couldn't get enough of it. We did it here on the September page. Had my conference, Philadelphia, and all the planners have started to come out. So now I have started a list for 2025 and it is interesting. I'm not really sure where I'm going with that yet. Then we had this kit here. I actually did do my reflections for it. It must have been an easy deadline. I love those. And there was a heat wave, and I hate summer, and 120 degrees is gross, just in case you were curious. Then we had our bingo night this time, which was a lot of fun, and apple baking, and then conference. And that is it for this book. And then of course, at the end of this book, I do my quarterly assessment. I'll have that link down below, and where I go over the entire quarter from start to finish and tell you what worked and what didn't. And this was a really great quarter considering that I didn't reflect hardly at all and felt a little behind and rushed most of the time. It actually ended up working out really well because I made really good memories, I felt really loved, and I made progress towards all of my goals. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I went through a flip through of July, August, and September in my Plum, makselife, and Hobonichi. As I said, I'm not really sure what 2025 planners are going to bring, so I'm going to decide that probably later on in the next quarter. But you will know that before you see my next big flip through, January. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you are new, please be sure to hit the like button if you like what you saw. And if you are interested in seeing more videos like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I do post at least one video a week, more over on my social media, which is just Instagram. You had a wonderful summer filled with great memories, and I look forward to all months where we're going to have a lot more fun. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.